You know those trendy health messages that you hear everywhere? Messages like, drink 8 glasses of water a day, or eat lots of fibre to cure constipation. Messages like this, spouted by everyone as if they are universal truths, often miss one vital point about health advice, which is that it should be individualised. Generic messages, while often well-intentioned, can sometimes prove harmful if doled out to the wrong person. For example, if someone with poorly managed heart failure drank 8 glasses of water a day, they could accumulate fluid in their lungs and end up hospitalised with severe shortness of breath and low oxygen levels, as occurred to my late grandfather. And did you know that eating excessive amounts of insoluble fibre in the absence of a proportionate intake of soluble fibre and fluid can actually worsen constipation? Now, I'm not saying that people with heart conditions shouldn't drink water or that fibre is bad. What I am saying is that health advice shouldn't be generic, and it should be tailored to the person's individual, unique health situation. All of this is my very long-winded way of leading into today's topic, which is the topic of pelvic floor exercises, also known as Kegels. You know those squeezing exercises down in your pelvic and genital region that people are asked to do, especially women who are pregnant, postpartum, or postmenopausal? So often do I hear people being advised to do these exercises that surely they are universally beneficial, right? Wrong. Pelvic floor exercises are not beneficial for everyone, and in fact can be harmful if performed by the wrong person. Let's go back to first principles. Pelvic floor exercises are designed to strengthen and tighten the pelvic floor, so as to help alleviate some of the symptoms of a weak pelvic floor, such as prolapse or incontinence. However, what if your pelvic floor wasn't weak? What if, instead of being weak or hypotonic, your baseline pelvic muscle tone was too strong or hypertonic? I hear you say, what? Can this even be a thing? Absolutely, it can be. Many people, both men and women, have a baseline high pelvic muscle tone, or what we call a hypertonic pelvic floor. Their pelvic muscles already squeeze too hard subconsciously, often without them knowing it, often all day, every day, in the long term. If these people are asked to perform pelvic floor exercises, it could actually lead to pelvic floor muscles spasm, which could cause a whole host of very troublesome symptoms, such as difficulty peeing, the frequent urge to pee, difficulty passing a bowel motion or pain when passing a bowel motion, pain with intercourse, or pelvic pain. It's not within the scope of this video to go into depth about a hypertonic pelvic floor. However, suffice to say that this subset of the population would not benefit from pelvic floor exercises, and in fact could suffer harm as a result. Now let me be clear. I'm not saying that pelvic floor exercises are bad. For the right person, they can be life-changing. However, they're not right for everyone. And before you take it upon yourself to do them, you should be assessed by a health professional who is trained and experienced in the treatment of pelvic floor disorders. Moral of the story: beware generic health advice. Advice like this rarely suits everyone, and for some people, it can prove harmful. Always seek individualized care from your own healthcare professional, someone who understands your unique health circumstances.